What is up, guys? So, start this video. I just want to say that it's been crazy. It has been crazy, but so for all those people out there, family, friends, who are wanting updates on how everything's going with Alina and the baby, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take videos, post it on YouTube. That's it. That's it. Take videos so everybody can know what's going on. Sorry, I'm eating a brownie. Like, this brownie is freaking huge. Like, look at it. It's so big. Like, it's the size of my face. Like, look at that. Me off topic. So, yeah. So, anyways, we're here at the hospital right now. Not too bad. Not too bad. That's actually my bed right there, and then her bed, and then we have a actually good screen, flat screen TV right there. Room service, nurses, doctors are super nice. The restroom is actually right there, and yeah, they're just really nice. Everybody's great, everybody's happy. Like, I really love it. I really love the enjoyment. Got my Bible right there. We've been praying. I see that y'all are praying for us. Thank you so much for all the prayers. Thank you so much. So yeah, so this is actually day 2 being here. Wish I could start on day 1, but you know, I wasn't really focused on this. So yeah, so day 2, day 1 on the YouTube. So yeah, so it's actually been crazy. So from the start, she went to her appointment. Her blood pressure was high 3 times because they took her blood pressure 3 times and it just kept on going up and up. And then we came over here to the hospital because they told her that she had to go to the hospital. So we came over here, and then she went to labor and delivery. They had her rest, take a break. She had a headache. They were taking some blood from her for something, and then now we know that she has preeclampsia, and so yeah, so that can affect organs. So it'll be harmful for her and the baby, but I'm praying that, you know, that'll just go away. Hopefully that the baby will last until 37 weeks. I have faith in that. Right now she's 34 weeks right now. So yeah, it's just me and her. She's been crying. I've been trying to, just being here for her. I have to. I mean, I'm her husband. Well, not legally her husband, but I'm the fiance, but I like to call myself the husband because, why not? Yeah, she's actually in the restroom right now talking to her grandma, I believe. Hi.
What is it?
Well, hello.
What happened?
No, I'm recording. I'm gonna start doing this like update thing, like for like
I'm
YouTube.
doing?
Yeah, I'll start posting on YouTube
I'm
and
not doing it on
everything.
YouTube. I'm just doing it for myself.
Oh, well, I'm
Just so-
posting on YouTube so people can watch.
They
Hey,
don't
hey,
know
hey,
that.
hey! You're not supposed to be eating that, little girl.
They're making me chocolate ice cream.
See?
Ugh.
You don't like it? I told you don't take a bite. She never listens to me.
Don't show me hands your back.
No, so cool. That's so cool. Oh, the way she gets into bed. But yeah, so it's been a ride. I know earlier she had a headache pretty bad. She rated a 7. So, but they gave her some, what was it, saline or whatever? What was that?
Saline
Yeah, I think-
and something else.
Yeah, something else.
Medication.
Medication, so she doesn't have a headache anymore, thank God. So yeah, so now we're just here. I got some lunch stuff because I gotta go get some things done. I gotta take the dog out.
Taking them along.
Yeah, take her to her mom's. Gotta go donate as well. Now I gotta
Not
come
bad.
back. Yeah, pretty much.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
gonna take you some
oh,
time.
I gotta get the laptop too. I gotta get some clothes as well,
When
some
you have your
blankets.
clothes, you gotta get your work clothes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess. I don't know. I'm debating. And I mean, I'm her fiance, and like, if she, like, I'm the one here. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if she can get comfort, it can only come from me because I'm her fiance. And when she cries, like, who's gonna be here? Like, the nurses aren't here 24/7 in this room like I am. So if she like starts crying or she's not feeling good, like, I'm here for her comfort.
I love you.
But I know God is right here with us too, but like, I'm talking about physically though. So that's why I don't really want to go to work. I know you want to be here. This is actually gonna be the first video. I'm gonna post it like right now. After. But yeah, so I'm gonna do all that. And then.
Make sure you're gonna put the hospital we're at.
Oh yeah, we're at
Don't say it.
I thought.
You don't.
Oh, well, good. I didn't say it. I was about to say it. Man, my shoulder's ringing. Yeah, last night I slept on that bed. It was comfortable for a while. I woke up and my shoulder was hurting.
Did you tell them what happened though yesterday? Like the craziness that I went through?
Yeah.
What we went through together?
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure you could give more detail. Do you want to give more detail? Because I just like gave a little summary of what happened.
What did you say?
I just told them that you had a doctor's appointment. They took your blood pressure 3 times. Every single time and it kept on going up. So they sent you to the hospital and then you came here to have the labor delivery. And then...
Just keep so many stuff in between.
That's what I'm saying, like, dude.
I'm not gonna hold you, hold you. Come in.
I don't need my brownie. Here.
No. Put something on it. Okay, so... Yeah, I went to urgent care. When I got to urgent care, Daniel wasn't there for this part because they were pretty busy. You need a pop socket. They were pretty busy on like beds and stuff, so they made Daniel wait outside the waiting room. But one of the MAs, she did like a manual pulse on me, not pulse, blood pressure. The first time it was 135 over like 50 something, which is not bad. But like, I was shocked that it was that low because in the clinic it was like almost 160 over. The last blood pressure that I got taken at the clinic was 159 over 120. Like that's borderline really high. So I was nervous because I was like, that doesn't seem right. Like, how can it go from 160 to 130 in like 5 minutes? So I was concerned, and so then she stopped. Poor lady. I was really not in the mood. I was kind of like, and I wish you were there. I didn't tell you that, but I wish you were there because I was just, a lot of things were going up in my head, like all the worst case scenarios. And I wasn't in the mood, and I thought that like they were just gonna treat me like, oh okay, like you can just go home. And I was like, just like, I got ahead of myself, and I was kind of being not mean, but I was kind of how I am. I can get a little bit rude.
Yeah, I know.
So I was like, damn, I wish Daniel. I got in my hand. I was like, no, you shouldn't. Like, they're just doing their job. Like, you're fine. But I was gonna be a little bit rude, and I felt so bad because they were doing their job. And I was thinking, I was like, damn, I wish Daniel was here so he can kind of calm me down. So he calms me down. He tells me not to be so, like, aggressive.
Yeah.
But finally,
impressive.
yeah, but I was just annoyed, like, being there and then being told that my blood pressure was really high at the clinic, but then getting to urgent care and then telling me that my blood pressure was, like, back to normal. Like, that didn't make sense. Like, it went from 160. The second time she did the manual, it was 128 over 70 something, which is completely normal. So I was like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, how did it go down that fast? And so I gave her a dirty look. I was like, huh, like, that looks weird. Like, that looks off. And then she asked me, and so she redid it. She was nice, and she redid it. And it was slow. And so they went and they still wanted me to do a urine test. And the urine test is what honestly got me admitted. Yeah, because there was too much protein on my urine, which is, and then my feet were extremely swollen, and my hands and my face, and so they were just like, those are symptoms of something serious. So, and it was like really fast. Like, I got out of bed, they let Daniel come inside to the triage. It wasn't a room. It wasn't this room. It was just like a little triage in the urgent care. And then they put me into the system. They took my family history, and then
What?
I don't know. And then they asked about the baby. They did 2 pelvic exams, which they weren't fun. And then they did they checked to see if I was dilated, which I wasn't. And then they did the IV insert. They did like the IV needle in my arm just so they can get blood. So she got a couple tubes of blood. They did the COVID test, and so they did everything. And then they did ultrasound on the baby, and they measured him, and they wanted to know how he was developing. And then they had monitors on me to monitor the contractions and his heart rate. His heart rate was, honestly, this baby is just like, he's such a warrior. Like his heart rate is like really, really wow. Like it has not thankfully it hasn't fluctuated to where we're like, oh my god. So and he's very active, like he moves a lot. And so, and I did have a couple contractions, but they were Braxton Hicks, they weren't really close together like that. So we did that. Then the next step was just, I hadn't eaten all day. That was a big thing, like for me, for us yesterday. It was like, I needed to get food in my system because I was getting, I think, because I wasn't eating, my headache was getting worse yesterday. And so they didn't want to move me until my headache. Oh, and I got a steroid shot, which burned, which I get that at 1 today.
Oh.
Yeah, I get it every 24 hours. But, so they did that, and then they waited. They wanted to wait. I was getting kind of agitated because I was like, I really just want to go to the room and like relax and just eat. That was the main thing I just wanted to eat.
Yeah.
So Daniel got up and he went to talk to the nurse, and the nurse was like, we're waiting for her to finish. We're waiting for her headache to go away, and then we're gonna move her. And so my headache went away, and like it went away. They moved me to the room and stuff settled in. The room is kind of small, if I'm being honest, but it's okay. It's cozy.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
No, it's not too bad. So then we got here, and then immediately I ordered room service. I was like, I need to eat. I'm starving.
They have some pretty good stuff on there.
Yeah, they do. Well, the cafeteria. Well, it's from the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is actually better than Luby's. You want to try one?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yesterday he went to like downstairs, so there's the cafeteria upstairs, which is the hospital cafeteria, and then there's Luby's downstairs, which is like this restaurant.
Oh.
And he got chicken tenders yesterday for dinner, and that thing was not that good. And these are better, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, a lot better.
I know. So anyway, so then what else happened? So they took my blood pressure like I think 3 times yesterday.
3 times.
And they were high. They were like in the 150 range. And then that's the doctor talked. Well, the doctor didn't really talk to me. The doctor talked to me in the urgent care and basically told me that I had preeclampsia and that they were gonna keep me here. And this is the shocker part, guys. Okay. The doctor at the clinic told me you're gonna be here for 24 hours to do monitoring. When the doctor came in at urgent care at the hospital, who works under my OBGYN, she just said, you're not going home. Like, you're staying here to deliver this baby.
Yeah.
And I remember, and I'm like, what? And I literally was like, wait, what? I literally said that to her. I was like, wait, what?
Just like the face we made, like, oh my
Like,
gosh.
we're not going home.
Yeah.
Like, this is our home for the next.
Pretty much.
Until he's born. So here's the goal, guys. The goal is, this is what the doctors are saying right now. He already gave you guys an update about today, right? About what happened earlier today?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the game plan for right now. My headache is not here anymore, thankfully. It's gone. Well, hopefully it stays gone. They're not discharging me. I'm staying here. But they what they want is to monitor my headaches and make sure that if I do get it, it doesn't get worse. The second thing is they want to monitor my blood pressure and the baby's movement. They want to make sure that I don't develop anything else like nausea, vomiting, contractions still become regular and actual contractions, and that the baby is moving, and that I have like no pain on the right side of my stomach, like by my liver, because that's a symptom of preeclampsia getting worse. So those are the game plans. Those are what we're looking for. Right now, headache is gone. Baby's moving great. I feel awesome actually right now.
Oh, that's good, baby.
I know. I feel like myself. Awesome? I feel like myself right now. So hopefully it stays like that. I'm gonna get as much rest as I can, and then want to obviously make sure that my feet are not swelling up again, because that is another sign of high blood pressure. So the game plan is to get this baby to 37 weeks.
That's the game plan.
They're not gonna go to 40. That's not happening. As much as we want him to be full term, I mean, he is considered full term at 38 weeks, but no, they're gonna have him for sure delivered in 5 weeks.
Yeah.
So he'll be here in 5 weeks. But worst case scenario, which we're hoping worst case scenario doesn't exist for us right now, is 32 weeks, which I'm 32 weeks now. So if my headache wouldn't have gone away with that medication, we would be having a baby tonight.
Yeah.
And that's like the scariest thing in the world. And so we just don't want the baby to go through that, and I don't want to go through that. I can go through a C-section as long as I have my baby in the room and I can hold him, but I can't go through a C-section and then have them take my baby away. So we're just waiting now. So now it's just every day it's just making sure the headache doesn't, if it does come back, that it doesn't get worse than what it is, and if it does get bad, try to bring it down. And we're gonna be trying to do that for, honestly, realistically, for me personally, if he makes it to 34 weeks, I'll be happy, which is 2 more weeks. Realistically, like if we're really talking about like, okay, like what do you really think are the chances?
Yeah.
34 to 35, if after 35 and higher, I'm okay with delivering him. But these next 2 weeks, we just really gotta just pray about it, and hopefully the headache doesn't come back. And if it does, it's gonna come back because it's a symptom of it. But as long as it's not getting worse, that's what that's the game plan right now. So it's just a waiting game, guys. It's just seeing the symptoms day by day.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because it's literally like every hour things can change.
And they come in like so early in the morning too, just to check up on her
Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah, they came in at 4 in the morning.
They came in at 4 in the morning.
No, they didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I think it was one of the cause of the headache was because they woke me up at 4 to take my vitals.
Yeah. But I felt the baby finally punch last night. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was like, oh, baby. Cause I was laying in bed, she was like, come here, like he's punching.
And at first he didn't want to because he was watching the movie. He was like, you were taking your sweet time.
Yeah.
And I was like, he's gonna stop moving.
And then I felt him. He was kicking my fingertips. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like jumping up and down and everything.
I know.
I was so happy. I started calling like everyone. I called Jay, my mom, my sister. I was like, I felt the baby punch me. So I was just like here, like sitting down by her for a while and just like feeling him punch my fingertips. And then he stopped and I was like, oh, I got sad. So I just like came back over here to the room. I mean, to my bed. Yeah, I was happy.
Yesterday, I'll be honest with you guys, I was so sad yesterday. Right, baby?
Yeah, she was really sad. I was just happy I was here to comfort her.
I'm still kind of sad, but I'm not. I came to terms with that it wasn't my fault. Nothing that I couldn't have done nothing. I couldn't have done anything to prevent it. Like, women just develop preeclampsia. Trust me, I asked my doctor multiple times. and they did tell me, they're like, you couldn't do anything about it. It just happens. And a lot of people do say like, oh, you had high blood pressure because of the salt, or like you're eating too much salt food. Actually, to be honest, that doesn't always cause high blood pressure. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. What we're getting at is my family, my mom specifically. My mom does have high blood pressure. She's diagnosed with it. She takes medication for it. If she goes a day without taking that medication, her blood pressure skyrockets. Yeah. It is a genetic thing, and I think people forget that. They jump to like the food and like certain things, and it's like it's not the food all the time. Sometimes it is, but once you have it and once you're diagnosed with it, then okay, you take a precaution on, okay, this is what you have to do. The doctors do not want me to walk. One, because my ankles are swollen, and they want me to relax because they don't want my blood pressure to go up higher, and they don't want my ankles to get swollen. And then another thing is, I'm not on a diet. Like, then, you know, here at the hospital, they put diets on patients, and then when they order menus, like when they order from the room service, like you can't order certain things because it's in your chart. Because literally, when you call room service, they ask for your name, your birthday, and the room number, and they look at your chart to see what diet you have. And I have nothing, because then you wouldn't be allowed to order certain things. Yeah. And honestly, it's just a disclaimer, because I feel like people forget that we're human, and I feel like people forget, like, because they're not going through it, they just jump so, what's the word, like they just jump to conclusions, right or wrong.
Oh yeah.
And they don't know what's really going on, and I feel like that's just sad, because the mom and the dad in these scenarios, they don't know what's going on. Like, they don't know what's been going on behind the scenes. And I feel like for someone to judge someone, or anyone to judge anyone, any mom going through this, or any dad being there for their why, I feel like that's just inconsiderate, because you don't know what they've gone through. Like, you don't know what the doctors are telling them. You're not here to see it and witness it, and you know what I mean. So it's just like, if you're like, it's just, that's what. And I'm saying this because of personal reasons, just because I've had a lot of people just judge me after finding out that this is what I have, and it's kind of like, I don't like getting judged, because I honestly couldn't control it. And it just makes, I feel like people forget, like, hey, like, she still has a baby inside of her, and she needs to keep calm, and people just don't understand that. And I feel like the internet or anyone can just, like, it's easy to just write a comment and leave it, oh, well, you could have done this, you could have done that. And it's like, you don't know that. I didn't know I had this until yesterday, and honestly, my doctors didn't even know, even though I was doing urine tests every time I went. My last appointment with him was when I was 30 weeks pregnant. It was only a 2-week difference. Yeah. And at 30 weeks, I did a urine test, and I did blood work, and I did diabetes test, and I did my vitals, and everything came back fine. So it's like, preeclampsia is something that just, like, it just happens. It just hits. It's not something that you can prevent. No medication can prevent it, nothing can prevent it. It's not curable. The only curable reason for me to get rid of preeclampsia is to deliver the baby, which we don't want that right now. So, yeah. A disclaimer before you start typing stuff on comments. Or text me personally if you know me.
Yeah.
Don't text me that. I'm hungry. I'm waiting for my food to get here. I mean, I'm hungry while
Oh,
I'm
you already
eating.
did room service?
Heck yeah, I was starting.
But yeah, so that's what's going on right now. So we'll wait and see what happens. But next time, bye. I'm gonna stop it.